What's good, YouTube? Crown Jewel from Crown Jewel Boxing back with a gem. Ryan Garcia needs to make up his mind. Now the stall in getting the fight deal closed is that we all know it's the rematch clause, but they went from wanting to control the rematch clause or wanting to control the rematch and have his promoter promote the rematch and have it on his network to he doesn't want a rematch. Again, how does any of this figure into the statement he made going in when the fight was first announced, when he said that he agreed to everything? If you agree to everything, that means everything. Rematch clause, whatever else, you said you agreed to it already. So why are these things still being discussed at this point? Oscar Delahoya, of course, he's saying he wants to control the rematch. He wants his company to make that money. Unfortunately, Tank is the A side, the much bigger star, does much bigger numbers. Ryan Garcia has yet to even have a pay-per-view fight. So, of course, let's get past the fighters. The people that invest and put the show on, the people who are taking the risk, putting the fight on in the first place, they going to want the rematch clause. Why? Because anything can happen in boxing. What if Ryan wins on a cut? What if he wins on a bad decision? Let's not act like these things don't happen in boxing. The investors, the people who put the money up, are going to want to hedge their bet and get at least one more fight out of the deal if they're going to risk losing their cash cow or having a mishap. You know, let's say Tank gets injured in a fight. They don't stand to have a follow-up fight with him right away. Or he loses due to the injury. Of course they would want to have the ability to run the fight back because they want to get paid twice. And that's the position you put yourself in by being the A side. You set yourself up to be paid not only the lion's share of the purse, but to be paid twice. And just like I'll give Devin Haney his props. Just like when he wanted to fight George Kambosos, he had to agree to an immediate rematch and both fights in Australia on George Kambosos' terms. Why? Because when the initial deal was done, he is the A side. He has all the leverage and all the power. Same thing in this fight. Ryan Garcia has never been in a major fight. He's never fought for a world title, let alone been on a pay-per-view card. So the guy who has all the leverage, all the marketing power, all the major investing dollars, and all the clout when it comes to this Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis fight is who? Tank side. So, of course, they're going to make, on the business side, they're going to put things in place to protect themselves. Why? Because they've earned that. All I can say to Ryan is, Ryan, nobody is fooled by the BS you're going to social media and trying to use. You said you agreed to everything. Keep your word. Agree to everything. If you believe in yourself, stand on your word. You said you'd agree to everything because you believed you'd win. Okay. Then you should believe you can win twice. And at that point, you'll become a major star and be able to do whatever it is you want to do. This is no different than, let's say, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. Evander Holyfield beat Mike Tyson when they fought. Mike Tyson was still the much bigger draw. So the rematch was still going to be on he and Don King's terms. That's just the way it works. The money guy is king. It is what it is. And as far as people who say, it's more about glory or it's more about the belts, no, it's more about the fans. Why? Because the fans give the fighters money. You pay the fighters money. The sanctioning bodies do nothing but take money from the fighters. So the guy who is the king in the eyes of the fans makes the most money and has all the leverage. That's Tank. Ryan, your social media fame has not translated. It has not. You are not a pay-per-view star. So be happy to be getting the opportunity. Take whatever deal Tank offers you. Go ahead and get your head knocked off because it's going to be the biggest payday of your life, at least in the boxing ring, and ride off into the sunset. It is what it is. You do not have any leverage to pull any cards in this event. You don't. No one looks at you as the draw in this situation. The only reason why you're being talked about, to the extent you're being talked about, is because of Tank. You take Tank out of the equation, 90% of boxing fans don't give a damn what Ryan Garcia is doing. So let's stop the BS. Stop. You and Oscar start coming up with your corny excuses every few days for why you ain't signed the contract, and go back to your original word where you said you agreed to everything because you want to make the fight happen. There's no more to talk about after that. It's just like when Terrence Crawford said he agreed to everything with Earl Spence. Then he threw a but in there. But they won't show me the books. There is no but. You say you believed in yourself. You say you agreed to everything. Stand on your word. Make the fight happen. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, your ass off the floor. Peace.